Hey there. Today we're going to talk about something which I find to be vital and is missing from most people's lives. Most of the people I come in contact have probably never done this to any serious degree, apart from when it was an absolute emergency, maybe. So, what am I talking about? Learning to check what's going on within yourself. Like, literally, the way you check a pulse to see what your heart rate's like, the way the doctor uses the stethoscope to see what's going on in your lungs and all that. Similarly, we want to have a tool which is in your hand, which you can make use of to see what's going on with your mental, emotional state, like what's going on with your body, what's going on, just what's going on with all of this. Let's get into it. Okay, today I want to talk about something which I'm calling finding your baseline for now. There's probably a better way to phrase it or term it, but that's what I've got. That's what seems to make the most sense in terms of how to articulate it. Other people may say things like finding your center and this and that. There may be tons of words, but I find a lot of them to be not the most ideal way, either because it's accurate, but it's been misused so many times that you've got different ideas or whatever reasons. So I'm just going to call it baseline, because when you do an experiment, you want to know what your baseline is so you can apply new variables and test and see if something is working or not, right? So that's kind of the term I'm going to go with right now. So stay with me. All right. How to find your baseline. The goal here is to figure out where you're at internally. Most of us never take the time to check in with ourselves and see what's going on under the hood. So this is a method to do that so that you can see where you're at. And once you know where you're at, you can, just like you can check your pulse, or you can take a stethoscope and check your breathing and see if there's any like issues going on in there. Just like that, you're going to use the method I'm going to share, and then you can check in with yourself and see how you are right now. And then you can try and move forward and do different things. And then again, check in. Okay, now I know where I'm, like, is this effective or not? So like that, you can use it. Okay, what is the method? Simple. I picked this up at the ashram. When I was there going through the teacher training, they had us go into silence. And I've since been in silence multiple times. You don't need to go into silence necessarily, but what you do need to do is remove distractions and just spend like a day, even half a day. Just be with yourself. No one else, nothing else. Don't, have music playing. Don't read a book. Don't get on your phone. Don't get on the computer. Don't watch videos of any kind. Like, don't do anything involving anything else other than you giving your full attention to this one. And if that sounds scary, I get it. For a lot of people, they've maybe never done this before. They don't even know if they can just be without talking to other people, especially for those of you who might have come from a large family or a setting that's involved a lot of people. You may have never taken time to just be by yourself. You don't even know what that's like. So what you need to do is remove all the distractions, take away all the stuff, everything that is distracting you from being with this one. And you're probably going to have a lot of mental diarrhea. There's probably going to be a lot of thoughts just pouring out. That's okay. You don't need to sit there thinking, oh, that's stupid. Oh, this is this. You don't need to judge it. Just observe, see what it is. By seeing what it is, you can then see what's coming out of the diarrhea. And then you can see what inputs you're putting in to cause that diarrhea. Because the mental diarrhea is just an effect, the symptom. It is not the cause. It is not the problem. It is just an indicator to show you what's going on. So just see what's going on and don't think too much about it, because you're just going to exacerbate the story if you start judging it and thinking, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. No. Okay, great. I'm thinking about this. Okay. Let it play out. And then once it plays out, that's why, like, if you spend a day or two or whatever, like spend a weekend or you have an off day, just be with yourself instead of going out. And let it kind of play out and calm down. Everything will kind of blah. And then afterward, you can just be like, okay, this is what I've been thinking about. What do I want to do about that? Right? Because that's really what it's about. Like we talked about in previous videos, conscious action, conscious choices, intentionally choosing what you want to do. And if you have good information by paying attention to yourself, You now know what's going on internally, and you can make a better, more well-informed choice consciously about what you want to do about that. So that is the method in a nutshell. Be with yourself. It's really that simple. Just spend time with yourself. You are going to spend the rest of your life with yourself. You might as well be best friends with yourself. Check in with yourself. See how that's going. Just like if a relationship starts feeling distant, what do? You spend time with that person so that you like rebond, reconnect, get in touch with each other, get on the same page. Then you're in sync. Same thing with this one. Just get in sync with what's going on. And then you can use this to check, like, if you're trying to change your diet, you can see how that's impacting you. If you're trying to work out, you can see how that's impacting you. If you're unsure what to do next, if you're stuck or struggling, check in with yourself. Is everything just feel chaotic? Check in, see what's going on. That's the power of this tool. And with that, you can do so much. But if you don't check in, if you don't see what's going on, if you don't check your baseline, you don't find it, you have nothing to reference. You have no context. And so it's hard to make good quality choices and do what's best for your own well-being if you don't know what's going on. So that's that. I hope this helps. Of course, if you could give a like and subscribe, that's great. If not, no worries. I hope this is helpful to you though. This is a very, very simple but powerful tool, and it's really not complicated. It's not always easy, but it's not hard in terms of complexity. You just have to be with yourself. And I would hope you would want being with yourself to be an enjoyable process. So you can get there by seeing what's going on and deciding what to do about it. So that's all I got for today. If you have any questions about this, or you want to know other ways because you can take this further. So if you want to know about that, just let me know in the comments. Or if you did this and you checked in with yourself, share what you found. What did you find when you let the floodgates open and see what pours out? And I would love to hear what you think. So I'll see you in the next one.